So this song could be basically called the originator of bubblegum pop in a lot of ways, and anytime anybody touched this song, it was a big hit. The Do Ron Ron, When He Walked Me Home, or When I Walked Her Home. Song written by Jeff Barry, Ellie Greenwich, and Phil Spector. It first became popular top 5 hit single for the American girl group The Crystals in 1963. American teen idol Shaun Cassidy recorded the song in 1977, and his version hit number 1 on the Billboard charts that year. There have also been many other cover versions of the song, including one by the songwriters Jeff Barry and Ely Greenwich themselves, performing as The Raindrops. The song is the first collaboration songwriting by Barry, Greenwich, and Spector. The song was composed over 2 days in Spector's office in New York. The title, "The Do Ron Ron," was initially just nonsense syllables used as a dummy line in 1963 to separate each stanza and chorus until proper lyrics could be written, but Spector liked it so much that he kept it in. Phil Spector did not want lyrics that were too cerebral and would interfere with a simple boy meets girl storyline. This was also a favorite of the Beatles, especially John Lennon, who had a big hit on Ronnie. The rhymes in the opening lines, "I met him on Monday and my heart stood still. Somebody told me that his name was Bill," was inspired by Will Walsh, a friend of Spector who happened to visit Spector while the trio were writing the song. Now, the Crystals' original version came out in March 1963 at Gold Star Studios in L.A. Produced by Spector in his Wallace Sound style, Jack Nitzsche was the arranger and Larry Levine the engineer. The drummer was Hal Blaine. Dolores Lala Brooks was the lead vocalist. Brooks told the syndicated radio program Solid Gold Weekend that Cher was one of the singers backing her lead vocals. According to session vocalist Darlene Love of the Blossoms, Spector originally had her Love sing lead on a song in the studio, but decided to record her with Brooks on lead vocals at the last minute. Now, on June 8, 1963, it reached number 3 in the Billboard Hot 100, and on June 22, 1963, number 4 in Cashbox. It also reached number 5 in the UK, but Ronnie did her own version as well. Now, according to Sonny Bono, that's gold, that's solid gold coming out of that speaker. Now, Cashbox said the song relates to joy of a gal who was found the guy and is done with appropriate good rock feeling, calling a solid follow-up to the Crystals' previous hit, He's Sure the Boy I Love. Now, in 2004, the Crystals song was ranked number 14 on Rolling Stone's list of the 500 greatest songs of all time. It was, however, removed from the same list in the 2010 update, being the highest ranked of the 26 songs that were removed, but it was reinstated at 366 in the 2021 update. Now, Berlin Media listed the songs at number 43 in their list of the 100 greatest best singles of all time, list published in 1998. It was also recognized by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as one of the 500 songs that shaped rock. Billboard named the song 55 on their list of 100 greatest girl group songs of all time. Canada number 3, Ireland number 3, South Africa number 2, UK number 5, US number 3, Cashbox number 4, and West Germany 22nd. Now, the Shaun Cassidy version was covered in 1977 by the teen idol in his first solo LP, Shaun Cassidy, which launched his recording career. His version was produced by Michael Lloyd and issued on Warner. It peaked at number 1 on the US Billboard Hot 100. The words were changed slightly to make it a boy-girl song after the Searchers cover version. The song was the first of 3 consecutive top 10 US hits for Cassidy, and Cassidy's version hit number 22, hit for 22 weeks on the charts. It became a gold record, as did all of Cassidy's first 3 single releases. Now, released in March 1977 with Michael Lloyd as producer, backed previously by Be My Baby and That's Rock and Roll. Went number 1 in Canada, 36 in Australia, 39 on Adult Contemporary in Canada, 36 in New Zealand, Billboard number 1, Adult Contemporary 33, Cashbox number 1, West Germany number 19, year-end charts, Canada number 10, Billboard 45, Cashbox number 47. Now, ironically, ladies and gentlemen, the Johnny Holiday version was quite strong. It went to number 1 on the French charts and number 2 in Belgium. Now, when Johnny Holiday version, his version titled Da Du Ran Ran, was released in June 1963 and spent 12 weeks at number 1 in the single sales chart in France from July 7th to September 13th and from September 21st to October 11th. In Wallonia, French-speaking Belgium, the single spent 24 weeks on the charts, peaking at number 2. Now, this was a very swift version, 2 minutes 18 seconds. So it was the translated version. Now, there was a Belgian version by Sylvie Vartan, which was Halliday's Dead Wife in 1974 for her album Shang Shangalang, which went 48 on the charts. Now, other versions, Claes Deeden did a version in 69, which went number one in Sweden. Ian Matthews recorded an a cappella version that went 68 in Canada in 1971. Now, Australian Debbie Bryan released a single which went number 29 in the Australian charts. Now, the Beach Boys also recorded a version with Carl Wilson on lead in 79 during the sessions for the album Keeping the Summer Alive. However, it remained unreleased until 2013 when it was included in a box set made in California. The version is gender swap, sung from male perspectives. Bill is changed to Jill. Now, the Carpenters again recorded a cover version who appeared on their 73 covers album Now and Then. Now, talking about the Crystals, ladies and gentlemen, they had numerous hits throughout the years, and of course, we're going to get into a second. There's No Other Like My Baby, Uptown, You Hit Me and It Felt Like a Kiss, controversial single, of course. He's a Rebel, He Sure the Boy I Love, The Do Ron Ron, Then He Kiss Me, and Ring a Ting a Ting. Now, considered one of the best girl groups of all time, and people always confuse that with the Ronettes, but at one point, ladies and gentlemen, they were the number one American band on the charts for females, bigger than the Supremes at one point. Now, the Crystals in 1963, the lineup included Patricia Wright, Dolores Kennebrew, Dolores Brooks, and Barbara Alston. Now, they were active from 60 to 67, and the version that we see now has been going from 70 to the present. Labels included Phillies. Now, current members, Dee Dee Kennebrew, Patricia Pritchard Lewis, and Melissa Mel Soul Tree Grant. Past members include Alston, Mary Thomas, Mary Gerard, Patricia Patsy White, Dolores Lala Brooks, and Frances Collins. Now, they were a big part of the Brill building situation, and you had a lot of great bands, but the big decision, they wanted, again, Darlene Love, and there was also talk about a Vicky Carr version of He's a Rebel, and this came down to a late minute. Now, He's a Rebel, again, was the Crystals' only U.S. number one hit, but for this, with the Do Ron Ron being as part of the disco, early disco era, is a seminal song for sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you're doing with Behind the Tracks, covering most of our U.S. Classic rock artists or classic pop, let us know in the like, comment, subscribe, or share.